Hi guys, Scotty here with another DBZ Dokkan Battle video for you. In this video we are going to be looking at how you can defeat the Supreme Magnificent Battle Tree of Might Stage 1 event against the demon that is Gohan, Kid Gohan here, and get all missions done. I'm going to have two separate teams, two different parts of the video. You can find in the bookmarks. The first part is just going to be a team if you really can't make a terrifying Conquerors team. Kind of like me, well, struggling. I haven't pulled a lot of the recent units, so we're going to go in with sort of a dodge the team. Everyone here be dodging, and that's kind of how we're going to avoid the crits. So this team, you might get a little bit unlucky, you might get hit and it might kill you, but anyway, let's quickly go over what Gohan does. Gohan is just a one-phase fight with about 900 million health and some good DR on him, so he is quite tanky. He doesn't ever super you, he's sealed the whole time. He will always crit every single time he attacks you though, and that crit will ignore all defense you have. The only way you can reduce his damage is with damage reduction and guard. So units that have very high damage reduction are going to be good for this. They'll still keep taking damage though, unless you use items to get yourself up to 100% damage reduction. So in for the first part of the missions, the no support item used, getting this done within 5 turns, and just finishing the stage, you can use this team to get this done. The second team actually can get all the missions done except for the no support item, because we do use a support item just to amp up the damage. But anyway, we'll get to the second team. Now, if you thought that was enough for Gohan to be super annoying, you would be incorrect. He is still also probably the most irritating thing he does. Is all of that would kind of be manageable, but unfortunately you are also on a clock, because he will do 50% of your total HP as damage to you every single turn. You can't be KO'd by that, so you'll always go down to 1 health, but obviously you'll need to heal up at least some during the turn, otherwise you will just take a normal, and that normal will kill you. So you've got to heal up, you've got to be always watching that, because you're going to continually take that damage every single turn, and it just means that you need sustain. You need to be looking for orbs that can heal you. You need to be smart with your key management, and yeah, pretty much just try kill as fast as possible, because the longer you stay around, the more likely it is you're going to get a key field that doesn't have the orbs that you need, and it is just going to be over. Even if you can dodge, well, I suppose if you dodge everything, it's not going to matter. So this team might give you that bonus where, as long as you're dodging, having 1 health won't matter. But not every single unit on this team is going to be dodging all the time, and you will have that unlucky run. But that is just how dodge teams work. You will eventually take a hit when you didn't think you were going to, and you'll die. And unfortunately, that is just the name of the game with dodge teams. But this should get it done for you. We'll get the majority of we'll get 5 turns, and so the strat here is just to let everyone dodge, let everyone build up, and then around turn 4 you should be able to start transforming the physical UIs into swap over to Vegeta, do the his active skill, and then let him go absolutely ham. He should do a ton of damage after Goku getting all those dodges in. He'll also have damage reduction, so 100% damage reduction, so he should be fine as well to tank quite a bit. And that'll only be in his first turn though. He gets that, his first appearance, he gets that extra damage reduction to have 100% damage reduction. So that will help him out with the crits, and then hopefully between him and between into UI, transforming into UI is obviously going to have type advantage as well against Tech Gohan. And between those two, transforming on both turns, you should be able to get the kill. You also do have the AGL God Goku here, who will have a revive for that whole turn. So if you do get unlucky, you do have a 50-50 on, hopefully you get killed on that turn with him, because it obviously needs to be God Goku's turn for the revive to kick in, but you do have a save mechanic at least here using that God Goku, which is very, very helpful. Beerus can do big damage, God Goku can do some big damage. God Goku feels, AGL God Goku feels very, what's the word, temperamental though, very hit or miss at times. Sometimes we see 70 million, these stupid numbers. Other times he's doing 20 to 30 million. Yeah, it's just kind of the unit. Maybe it's me. I haven't played a huge amount with him, I'll be honest. There hasn't been a ton of content to do since he released, so maybe that's just my fault. But anyway, this should get it done, and I'll move on to the second team now. I'll leave the rest of the fight here in case you do want to follow along, but this should get all the missions done except for the terrifying Conquerors mission, which we'll move on to in the next team. You can jump there with the bookmark below. Okay, so Terrifying Conquerors, this is the last mission we need to get done, and honestly, you can probably get all the missions done with this team. However, I don't know if I would recommend it. It might be a bit painful. This team was a lot faster, but mainly that was because we used the new item. So yeah, up to you how you want to do it, but we use the new tree ripe fruit of the Tree of Might item. We get 100 of them for free during this event. They're super powerful, attack and defense plus 200%, and honestly this event feels like it was built for tech turlers. They were just the 50% damage you gain allows him to immediately go straight into his domain, which is nice, which massively boosts him. If you then throw one of those items at him, you pretty much do half of Gohan's health in the first turn, so this really is designed for him. I don't have him, I'm just bringing him as a friend lead. If you have him, this will be even easier, but basically the gist of it, the way you get this done with him, is the first turn, you hopefully load in with him in the first turn. If you don't, just reset till you get him in the first turn. Preferably having the other turlers, the STR turlers, team turlers unit alongside him for maximum links and maximum damage. He takes a 50% damage, you pop the domain, you pop the item, try get him to 24 key, and he'll do a stupid amount of damage. He'll do half of Gohan's health. He may kill. This rainbow friend I had did half the damage, and then the next turn, your turn 2, is basically just survive. Do whatever you need to do to survive. For me, we luckily got a nice amount of healing in the first turn here, and we did manage to get some good healing in the second turn as well, and I was able to use the tech golden freezer's taunt to sort of taunt and get all of them pointed at him. He still does take damage, but it's not nearly as much as some of the other units with the lower damage reduction and no guard would take. So you can use him. He will take quite a bit of damage, but hopefully you can survive. And you can just see Turler's pretty much just ripping Gohan to shreds here, the amount of damage we do with that item up as well. So very cool, very impressive to see. But this team, it just depends if you have the units. Like I'm missing a lot of the extreme units, unfortunately. I haven't been able to pull Cooler, I haven't been able to pull the STR Baby, I haven't been able to pull forgetting the other one now, the other extreme units that have released, but there's a lot of Terrifying Conquerors units I haven't been able to pull, unfortunately, so this is the best we got, and yeah, we managed it pretty quickly. So you'll see here, turn 2, it is just mission, survive, just try, get through here as best as you can, pop actives here, and then try heal up with your key as much as possible, and then hopefully Tech Freezer can just tank all those hits for you, do a nice bit of damage, and then you can finish it off with Turlers at the end. So yeah, anyway, that is the method for getting that done, for getting Terrifying Conquerors done. You probably could do this as well without the item if you want to do everything all at once, and especially if you have Turlers as your own lead and you take 2 of them in. So you could do that, but yeah, totally up to you. Anyway, that is it from me. I hope this has helped. Thank you so much for watching, and I will check you guys in the next one. Cheers.